deleted it because the sausage was posting that in there. That's why she got rid of it, just like everyone started leaving.
Hi Gigi. I just want to say I was in a group chat once and somebody deleted it, but everything stayed for my side, and I can still access it even though everyone's left. But yeah,
I wouldn't have got someone to screen record it if I could. Let me try and get it up now, and I'll show you exactly what it shows for me. 1 second. I don't lie. I don't tell lies.
I didn't think you did, was it?
Yeah, but you're making me prove the most ridiculous stuff. Like now I'm having to prove that the whole chat went, which it did.
It's not making you prove the most ridiculous stuff. I'm saying the fact is the only things that are being shown is.
Yeah, let me show you. Let me just show you quickly. Let me just show you so we can just cut this fucking accusation out. 1 second. I don't know how to turn my camera. This is infuriating me.
Right, where's Claire?
Having to fucking plead my innocence to people I actually don't give a shit about. I'm sharing this out for doing the right fucking thing. I can't. I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I fucking don't.
I don't want you to cry, but can you not see how long?
I'm like, you're calling me a fucking liar. It's pissing me off. I do nothing but show the truth.
Can I just say something a minute, please?
Yeah, bob ahead to go.
This morning, obviously I come across this live and I screen recorded it. I'm not Lottie's biggest fan, likewise she's not mine. I can definitely confirm she was showing this to prove that Baz wasn't the only one involved.
Okay, but can you not see how Laura's family feel?
100%. I'm friends with Laura. I know exactly how she feels. I know exactly
I'm not
how
responsible for the way that they feel. That's the problem. The problem is that me and my friends are being accused, and we actually was the ones who did the right fucking thing, and still I'm in the wrong.
To cry. But it's just looking.
I'm not frustrated. You're calling me a liar, and it's frustrating me.
No, I'm not calling you a liar. Never called you a liar.
You know me, Lozzie. I'm very fair, but it's looking very dodgy.
Listen, I don't care. Sausage said she's got the whole thing. If she wants to go and fucking show you all she can, you won't catch me saying one fucking thing about any man's funeral in there.
It's looking very dodgy. This is a poor woman's family funeral that has been put all over this freaking app.
Lozzie, would you be prepared to prove where you've told them it's wrong?
Yeah, of course.
Then let Lozzie clear her name in that sense then and prove to Laura as well that she's shut it down.
That's the whole thing. Bobblehead, that's the whole thing. Is the fact that what this comes across as is all that is being selected with regards to sausage. Now, I'm pretty certain that there's people in that chat that would have actually gone on that. So the other question is why, okay, one, did Clary delete the chat? If there's nothing there to hide, why would it delete it?
And everybody called it out.
Let me just prove this quickly, all right?
I don't
For
want
some
to
reason, the top of the chat, this is where it starts. This is where it starts. Look for me.
I don't want you to
slide down. Look, just wait. The whole chat's gone. That's as much as I've got. I don't fucking tell lies. Never. I don't lie.
No, listen, I'm not calling you a liar.
You did. You both did, and you're speaking to me in a patronising tone. I'm a grown-ass fucking woman, and I don't deserve to be spoken to like that. I'm telling the truth, and you're trying to act like I'm lying about something, and I can show you a receipt. Fucking lie.
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying that the evidence is coming across, and how it seems is the sausage. There are other people in there. Why was it deleted? And that's how it is coming across.
It was deleted though, from my understanding, because they were all disgusted in her behaviour.
That's exactly why that happened. It was immediately after everyone started leaving. Well, me and a few of the girls was going mad trying to figure out what the fuck had gone on and who had watched it, where the screenshot had come from.
Lozzie, I apologise if I spoke to you in a patronising tone.
Lozzie, I just want you to, I mean, you don't have to do what I say, but I think for the best, you should show everybody, show Laura in particular, that you did call her out. You did show her
the other day she wasn't interested.
I think it's important.
You're still in here.
I think it's important that you show that you did.
Yeah, I do as well.
I really do, because if you show that shows that you've done what you said you've done.
Yes.
Lozzie, you know as well as I do, and like you said on here, when it comes down to it, unless it's there, it'll be one of those. Do you know what I mean?
Just prove that you did. I mean, you don't have to prove to anyone, but I think it nips this all shit in the bud. It shows that you shut it down, and that's the end of it then.
I think
people have to prove to Laura's family, because it's Laura's family that's affected, and her shit's all over the internet, and they're still in the grieving period.
But Lozzie, you can see how this doesn't look good either way, does it? On
Yeah.
you or anyone else, it doesn't look good. This is
No,
never going to look good.
it's not good at all. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good that someone did that. But we did the right thing, and I know we did. And still, I'm damned if I do, and I'm
Yes,
damned
Nick,
if
you
I
can have
don't.
a box. You can have a box anytime.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree. I agree with you. The whole situation is one of those. Is what because of where it's gone and how far it's gone.
The grieving family on this internet, though.
It is going to be one of those that you're damned if you do, you're damned if you
Can I ask
don't.
you a question? Lazzy, can I ask you a question? I'm going to jump down. See if Sassy chatting you out of this, not one using what you out of it. Am I right? If Sassy chatting out of this the next day on the live, not one using what you opened your mouth, and I truly believe, hand on my heart, that Sassy wasn't the only one that got that screenshot sent to her. I believe multiple people have that screenshot sent to them, and they're just not coming forward, right?
I'm not aware of that, Laura.
If Sassage didn't out this the next morning on her live, so you know the troller can come into my live that night and said about certain things, and that's how I knew the funeral was recorded, because that was the topic of your conversation. It was like, how does she know these things? How does she know someone was watching the funeral, right? That was the topic of your conversation in the chat. Am I right?
I don't believe Sausage was the only
Sorry,
one.
I was just reading a message from my sister. What did you say? I'm sorry, I was just got distracted.
So listen, right? Sausage was not the only one that screenshot was sent out. That screenshot has been sent to multiple people, right? And they're
can't
not
say
going to
that,
come
Laurie,
forward.
'cause you
Right,
don't- you
listen,
don't know,
and they're not
do
going to
you?
come forward. I believe that, right?
Okay.
But listen, the topic of the conversation in your group chat, none of that would have been outed, right? None of that would have been outed at all if Sassy hadn't outed this the next day. You were all happy enough in there doing it together. All happy enough doing it together.
Nobody
I
was
spoke to
happy
Sarah
with
privately too, and says to Sarah, from the family that she comes from, they wouldn't be happy with what she put in that group chat.
Nobody
Right.
can- no, well, I can't say that anybody else has got the screenshot. I haven't been made aware of it, and if I was, they would have got the same fucking response from me that the people that did have the screenshot got from me.
But
I
you-
can't predict what would have happened. I don't know, because I just dealt with it, went to sleep, woke up the next day, and then it was already out there. There was no thinking time for me. So I did the right thing. I called it out at the time. I went to sleep. I went to sleep as the chat was still open. I was that tired. And then I put him.
Can I speak? I've asked you several hundred times to drop this and let this go. Do you not understand by going on and recording my lives and playing my lives back and come to and now you're going for Mr. Belfast. Now you're attacking Mr. Belfast and you're getting involved in other things that has nothing to do with you. Anyone who sits in my box gets attacked, right? Anyone I bother with gets attacked. This is what you do non-stop. Do you not think...
No, it's not, Laura. That's
hold on a
incorrect.
minute, Lazzy. Let me finish. Do
Just
you
do
not
what I
think...
can, guys.
Do you not think if you stop recording my lives and stop replaying my lives back and just let me do my own thing, all this would knock on the head? Because I don't watch your lives. I don't record your lives. I actually message... No, I don't, Lazzy, and I swear my
You know
kids' lives.
everything
No, I
about them, Laura.
don't.
Stop lying, please.
Lazzy,
Just stop lying. Just be
Lazzy.
honest. Say it with chest. Why do you lie about
Lazzy,
this stuff?
on my mother's life, I do not record
means
your
nothing.
lives.
Fair,
It means
to be fair,
nothing.
you both do stuff to each other.
Right? So I
Yeah,
have
listen,
asked
If
you
you weren't
several...
speaking about me, Laura, and accusing
Let me
of
finish.
things,
I
wouldn't
have asked you
have to play
several
them
times
back.
to knock this on the head, and each and every time you're firing up lives going for Mr. Belfast and stuff.
will when
like,
I'm ready.
You actually, hold on. You actually recorded Dom's live and Ryan's lives.
I will when I'm
firing
ready.
because I sat with them, right? I
You've
emailed
gone
rewatch.
off task
Lauren,
here.
let me finish. Lauren, let me finish.
No.
I emailed. Lauren, I
You're
emailed
coming off
rewatch
task
lives.
irrelevant, Laura.
No, I'm proving my point because you're not letting this go.
You're not doing that. Keep
It's not
to the
nonsense.
facts about what we're talking
I
about this.
emailed rewatch live and got my lives taken off, and you put a post up and says,
Okay.
do you know what? Here, I'll put your post up. This is what you put up.
This is not relevant.
Yeah,
No, it is.
leave
It's
it.
not relevant
to what we're talking
Hang on,
about.
2 seconds. Let's not move down from where we're going.
You're not letting it go. This is why you all got a kick out of that group chat.
I'm not going to
You all
let
got
it
a
go when
kick
you're
off long
saying I'm
time. Maybe you
responsible
don't
for
have one
something
up
I'm
on
not.
me.
Laura,
Laura, no, they're out with the
Laura.
with the dad right now.
Laura, if Lozzie is happy to show you evidence that she shut this down with Sausage, and then that should prove that she did try and stop this bullshit. Would you be content with that?
Put her on the big screen now. Put her on big screen and show
I
her.
can't. I need to swap phones, so I need to go on a different account to come in your box on another account.
And
then I can
enter
show it
live
on
and
my
bounce in
phone.
and hanging out.
Pardon?
Yous all
so-
had it. Not one of yous would have had a decent thing to out this if Sausage didn't out
See
it.
what I mean? It's not going to
Hang
be
on,
good
Laura,
enough for her.
hang on,
so
Laura,
we're
let's
gonna-
just show
hold
that.
on,
Laura, let's just
Laura,
stick to this a
Yes,
minute.
but if she's go ahead, show up.
Leave it then. Let her do that, and then
So
fill
when I
up.
come back, she's going to prove that she said she tried out in it and she said that it would bang out of order.
Yeah,
so
let's
come
see
on,
that.
Lovely. You go prove it, drop down, come back up. We're
Yeah, I'll
still-
come back up on my other account.
Right, there we go. What happens at you then, Laura? Then you know she's not played any part in trying to cover this up.
But GGC, to be honest with you, I'm not saying she's innocent, and I'm not saying she's involved in the funeral. We all made that group chat, and that group
You gotta
chat.
get your army in.
But the group chat was revolved around me. How did they get my uncle's name? Who got my uncle's name? These people can only answer, how was my uncle name's got? How did they get the address? How did they get all this information? And how did they know that the chapel's website was going to be on?
Laura, do you know at one point, right, if you've taken this to the police, at one point you're going to have to let it go.
Yeah.
I know it's sad and I know it's awful what's happened to you, but no one's going to come forward and say anything.
Yeah, can I just say something? Sorry, I think that Baz knew exactly what he was doing when he
100%.
sent that recording to Sausage.
100%.
Everybody knows what Sausage is like. Baz 100% knew what he was doing when he sent that recording to her.
Yeah, but Baz changed the story and said he got it sent by a troll account, right? And then he's trying to say that he got it sent by someone close. I can actually put my life on it that no one close to me give that information out, because you know why? I never even outed my uncle's name to the people I'm closest to on this app.
Laura, can you remember when I say to you all the time, yeah, about people that you've had in your lives before that egg you on to do
I
shit,
know,
yeah?
Lisa.
Yes.
Look what's happening now, yeah. Where the fuck is Baz? Where the fuck is Sausage? You got Lozzie standing up there trying to take
where is
everyone
Lozzie?
on, and these people they're snakes.
Baz
A lot
was
of
in
them are
Baz-
fucking
Wait,
snakes.
do you know what? Baz was in Lazzie's backs earlier on. Baz won't go into anyone's backs, only Lazzie's or his bosses, because that's where he's comfortable. Because he knows if he gets into anybody else's backs, then shit's going to
But
happen.
hasn't Baz already...
Bubblehead, how close am I? How close am I to you? Did I tell you my uncle's name?
No, I didn't know your uncle's name.
Thank you.
We did have Sausage in here last week, but didn't Baz already come out and say Baz shared it, right? But it's where Baz got it from. And obviously Baz, if he has recorded it, he's never going to own it. Never going to own that he recorded it. So you're going to go round and round in circles tormenting yourself from a man that's never going to own it.
It's giving little bitch. Sorry.
He's never going to own it.
And then yet again,
he's never going to admit to it. is
I'm
he?
never going to be Lozzie's bestie, like she's not going to be mine. But look, Laura, you know, would be stood here in this box now saying she's not all behind this. If she can prove now she told them to fucking stop, then I'm glad, because then she's not as evil to you as we fucking hope she is.
That's what I mean. But no one's going to own up to recording it. That's you're not going to get no answers.
Oh, I think that's clear who's recorded it, though, isn't it? Let's be
Yeah, it's
honest.
all clear as day. He's shared it, he's recorded it. You're just going to have to try and get some peace for your own mental mind and just be like, I'm not going to get no answers. I know who it is. I know in my heart of heart who it is, but you're not going to get no answers from this goddamn app.
No.
Because no one's going to bring you fuck all. You need to go and heal as a family.
I agree.
You've lost somebody. And chasing Baz to admit something he's never going to admit, it's a waste of your mental mind.
And they twist and turn everything.
That's all that's going to happen is you're going to torment yourself, and it's going to keep coming up on this app, and then your family's business is still going to be out there. At one point or another, you're going to have to drop it and let your family grieve.
Before this shit come out about Sausage, did I ring you and I said to you, Sausage is involved in this?
Yeah, you did.
Thank you, whoever sent that chasing
And
star.
she's not, and you know what? She's not innocent either by fucking no means, as Sassy Jins.
Of course she's not. She's a fucking snake. And then she
No.
wants to sit on live pretending to be your friend. It's not acceptable. These people, what they do is they manipulate people that go live. They all sit behind there, fucking winding each other up. They wind you up. They wind you up.
Assassin, where did Baz get the recording from? I'm only going to ask you one time because, like, it's none of my business. But where did Baz get the recording from? Because Baz shared it to Sausage.
Oh, do you need to drop?
No. Oh, no. I'm only asking in the comments. She's going to put, oh shit, I forgot. Oh, I forgot that she's not allowed to speak to her. They'll be in the comments together. Right.
Lozzie's in the comments.
Well, there you go, Lozzie. Sorry, Loopy Laura, I keep forgetting.
How'd you forget, please?
I keep forgetting that you two aren't allowed to mention each other. Yeah, it is now, obviously, but you're not allowed to mention her.
That's all right, wait. Oh, fuck's sake. Why can I not flip my camera? Is that right? There we go.
Yeah,
So
let
I've got
me-
it to the right exact place. I'm just online, give me a second. Okay, so are you ready? So here's from the screenshot, yeah? Can you all see?
No, you're actually blank. Your screen's blank. Is it just blank?
Oh,
for
is
you?
it? Can you not see it?
No.
Let me
I
change-
can't. Fraser, can you see it?
No, it's just a logo.
Is it there now?
No, it's just a logo.
Shall I just shall I come down and back
Hang on, you
again?
need to press save.
Oh, okay, save, yeah?
Yeah, your cameras. Oh, there we
There
go.
we go.
We're back now.
So as you can see, Sausage puts that there, yeah? So that's the screenshot.
Yeah, I've got that one. Yeah.
Wait there, it's going too fast. 1 sec, let me go back. Oh, shit. Hang on.
Just put your other phone down while you do it, love. Don't.
1 sec.
You know what it is, to be fair, that's sick of a Sausage putting it in the group chat.
Right, wait there. Sorry, it's hard because it's a screen recording of a... Right, so then I say, I've just got to hold the top a minute. So I say, what is going on? Who watched that funeral, right? 1 sec. I've got to keep pausing it.
Just take your time, it's fine.
I've got ADHD as well. This is the hardest
It's
shit
all right.
ever.
Yeah, I get that.
It's why I go off sometimes.
Okay, so I'm going to keep pausing.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I say I haven't caught up. I'd been at work all day, yeah? And then I said, who was it? Yeah?
Yeah.
These are other people speaking. It's not really relevant, but Sophie's saying the same things as me. And then Hannah comes in and starts saying the same similar things that I'm saying as well. Are you ready for me to carry out? Oh, that's got someone's number up there, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
shoot.
No. Just it's fine. Just keep. We're not. Just go
Okay,
past it.
shall I keep going?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up. So this Brina's saying it's fucked up.
Brina's saying it.
And
And then, so Sophie's saying, because up there she said, like, it's fucking weird. And now she's saying, I'm boring. How could you be asked?
Brina's calling it out now.
Yeah, Brina's calling it out. Hannah's called it out up there as well. I'll keep going.
Yeah, right, go on, hon. Yeah, I've never heard of a public live funeral. That's crazy. In my area, they record and give the family members. Oh God, just talking about this funeral, mate, it's actually knocking me sick.
So Brina's saying similar things.
Where's it at that you're calling it out?
Yeah, I'll show you. Hang on. If you just want me to get to that bit, I'll keep letting it go.
Was it Sausage? How did Sausage know where he left from?
Meaning, how did he know where the car? Because up above, she'd posted the address and said that the car left from whatever the address was. And I was like, how does she know that? Has she watched it? Right.
The beach,
So I'm trying to gauge out at the minute who's watched it and what the fuck is going on.
What does it mean? What? I just need to know where you're calling it out because I still can't see you calling it out.
I'll show you in a minute. I say it's weird.
Right, I didn't watch it. I got sent a screenshot. It was public video. So I went to be nosy. Sausage, you dirty bitch, you weirdo. That's when when it told me, the funeral. I agree. Who would even want to watch? Okay, but no one's really calling it out yet.
Yeah, it's a long combo. This is why I didn't want to have to show it all. It takes ages. I'm just going to keep going.
And what's Court said? So Sausage lied that when she said do. Well, clearly Court says him. I did say Baz watched it. I've seen that bit.
Sorry, guys. It takes ages. I'm just trying to get to it.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I know, because you're all sat here, right? And I don't see one person really calling it out so far.
So I was still trying to gauge what had gone on. I didn't know who had watched it, whose screenshot that was. So I'm just going to keep going. I'll get to the relevant bit.
The user is saying something there, look.
So no one has watched it. How did the trolls know all that stuff then? So at the minute, I'm trying to question Sausage to find out exactly what had gone on before I start saying what I think.
Okay. Still nobody calling it out. You just don't want to know where it's come from.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so where does it say where it left from? Because I know that Sausage is lying. I know she's watched it. She's saying she hasn't watched it. And I'm like, well, how did you know where it left from then? Because I don't want to start going off at her before I know exactly what's happened.
Yeah, up there it says Baz sent the screenshot. I've already got that.
Oh, is it?
That's the screenshot. I've got the close up of the screenshot.
Who got that screenshot, Baz or Sausage?
That screenshot is from Baz.
Okay.
And then Baz sent it to Sausage.
So then I say, hang on a minute, you're saying it's password protected, etc. So I'm calling.
I didn't, Emma.
people typing at the
flying
top.
jets. 1 minute. I didn't. You just missed flying jets. I didn't. There's been no flying jets. I got flying jets off Better Ralph. I said thank you. I always say thank you.
So I said the password doesn't make sense. Hello, you're all saying you need a password, but you've got the recording of it. So how did you get into it? So this is me calling out Sausage saying, so how have you got into it?
It's not. That's just you trying to find out who got it. No one's saying this.
Yeah. Wait.
No one's saying how messed up this is at this point.
Yeah, I know, because I'm trying to figure out who's taken the screenshot. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So she's explaining herself. And then she's blaming Baz. So I don't want to start going off my head at someone if I don't even know who it is.
1 minute, guys. Yeah, carry on. 1 minute, guys. I just have to mute up.
Okay.
So I keep saying, how the fuck did anyone get the password for it? Joe, you can see the funeral has been watched. So this is me now becoming more outraged at the fact that the funeral has been watched. I think you can see that my tone is changing. And then I put, what do you mean? Everybody in this chat was outraged. There was not.
I'm not really seeing much
I
outrage.
was going to say, I wouldn't say there's much
Hang on.
I
There's
didn't
more
see
though.
much fucking
This went on
outrage.
for a long time.
People just want to know where the fuck this came from.
Yeah, because we can't go mad at someone if we don't have the correct information of where it's come from. So I can't start going mad at Joe if it hasn't come from her.
The first thing I would have said is, anything to do with funeral, I'd have been like, you sick fuckers, I'm out of here.
Yeah, but I wanted to know who was the sick fucker first of all.
I would have just left anyway. No,
Yeah.
everyone does things differently. But me personally, I'd have just left anyway.
So I've said in here, someone said in here, I think it's for when they have family living far, etc. Meaning not for you to be fucking watching. It'd be much easier if I could just show these in screenshots rather than going through all of this.
No, because every single person's got a part to play in this.
Hang on, has this played over again?
I think every single person has a part to play in this. Because
How do I have a part to play in it, Gigi?
Because you're all in this group chat, and I don't see any outrage yet, though.
Oh, shit, my phone's ringing. No one set anyone up, but I just want to know who sent that to Baz. So I'm trying to figure out how they've got it.
Well, but that's not outrage. Everyone's just trying to work out.
Gigi, do you know how long this is? This is like 30 minutes long. Do you want me to clip the screenshots and just send you them and show the outrage rather than going through all this?
Because at this point, you've gone through all this conversation before there's actually any outrage.
Yeah, because who am I outraged at, Gigi? I don't know who is responsible.
Should be
got no
outraged at the person that put it in the chat.
She's got this.
Yes, so I'm asking. That's what I did at first. That's what I did at first. But then Sausage said it wasn't him, and then Baz was saying it wasn't him. So how am I meant to know who's done it?
Can I say something? Sorry, that's not outrage. That's more of a chin wag. That's
Yeah,
not,
that's
there's
what I mean.
not one of you lot have had
Haven't
an
got to the
outrage.
end. It's 30 minutes long.
All right, so why don't you just go to the bit where the outrage is then?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. But it's 30
Yeah, you
minutes
might as
long.
well
so-
just do that, babe, because everything you're showing, it just seems like you lot are having a combo, like goss.
Yeah, I understand how it looks, Torian, but
This
that's
is
not the
some man's
case.
funeral. That's
Yeah,
been
no,
put
I
in the
understand.
chat.
I weren't there, really. I'm just saying, obviously, with what you're showing, that's just what it looks like. So if that's the case, instead of going and wasting your time going through, just go to the bit where obviously you did.
Yeah, let me
there
get it
was
then.
some
Let me
sort of
come out.
outrage.
Let me
You know
get
what
it.
I mean? I'm
Yeah,
not
let me
coming
go
at
get
you.
it.
I'm just saying just how it looks. That's all.
It's a man's
No, I get it. I
funeral.
hear you. Let me jump out.
All right, I'm
man's
gonna
not
drop
even-
and come back. Gossip
Okay,
girl,
the
you
man-
look very pretty.
The
Okay.
man's not. Thank you. The man's not even in the bloody ground before it's on TikTok.
Do you know what the scary thing is? Is the fact that when we say outrage, you can be outraged at the person, right, when you know who the person is. But there's no real outrage at the fact that, you know, that's happened.
All it looks like to me is the gossiping to find out who was watching it.
Yeah.
Not the fact that it's been put in the chat. Because my first instinct would say, this is disgusting. I'm leaving. I don't want to be a part of this conversation. And I would have gone. I wouldn't have been trying to find out who sent it or whatever. I'd have gone, this is sick. This is a man's funeral. It's not even being put in the ground. I'm going.
And let's be realistic about it as well.
Guys, I'll let you
There's,
in a minute.
there's only two possible people it can be. It's either Sausage or it's Baz. And in my opinion, right, if you can't prove it's either one of them, right, then they're both gone. They're both gone. You wouldn't sit with any of them.
You wouldn't sit with nobody. There's no outrage. If I saw that and I didn't think you felt the same way, I'd be like, Fraser, this is fucked up, man. What we fucking doing? I'd be like, this is fucked up. There needs to be more outrage for this shit, and that's exactly what I'd say.
And like I said, regardless, remove the name Loopy Laura out of the equation because it's not her funeral. It's not her mum's
You
funeral.
ask questions while you're laughing. I wouldn't ask questions because I would remove myself from that situation. If I don't want to be a part of the conversation, I remove myself.
Yeah.
100% do.
So I'm just responding to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Would if I had have left that chat. So at the beginning, as you could see in that conversation, it was saying that's fucking weird, that's strange. Why are you watching somebody's funeral? You saw that in the very beginning. That's the first bit. But if I had have left that chat without questioning who the fuck it was, and if I had have held that to myself and not known who had posted that in there or who was responsible for watching it or who it was, I'd have been bad then as well. I can't win, can I? So if I left the chat and didn't find out, then I'd have been as bad. But then I'm asking who's and trying
you're
to find out
damned if you
who's
do and
done
you're
it.
damned if you don't. I get that. I get
Yeah,
that.
so
get it,
do you know what I
but
mean? This
again-
is pointless then. If this is pointless, me trying to prove myself.
I get
like,
it, Jane, but why
Can I
is
ask
it
you-
why is it your problem to find out who sent it or whatever? Why don't you just stay out of it and go, this is none of my business?
But if I'd have said it's none of my business, then it would have been bad that I didn't speak up and say anything,
You could have
Gigi.
just said something's been posted in the group chat. I don't know where it's come from or whatever, Laura. I think this is disturbing. I've had no part of this to play, and then say you're gonna have to take it up with the rest. I'm just coming to you with
Well,
this bit of information.
it's okay saying that in hindsight, Gigi, but when it's happening right in front of you, we don't all think in the way that we
really
do
like
later on, do
find out
we?
who sent it. Is it? It's not really.
Because I wanted to know who was the fucking sick bastard in the chat. Was it Baz? Was it Sausage? Was it Joe? Who was it?
Right, can I ask
without
you a
knowing that,
question?
how am I meant to know?
So are you in the same chat as Baz then?
What do you mean? Baz was in that chat, yes.
Right, can I ask you a question then? With regards to that, obviously, you still none the
Who's going
wiser.
up in the box?
You're still none the wiser on who got it, no?
Yeah, I know now.
Right, so who was the one that watched it?
I don't know who that was. I don't
Right,
know who
okay.
that was. But Baz,
Okay.
Baz sent it to Sausage, and Sausage got sent it to him. Baz got sent it to him, and he sent it to Sausage.
Right, so Baz knows, listen, I'm telling you now, there's no way that Baz doesn't know who sent it to him. Okay? Baz knows. There's no way that he doesn't know.
I
Right?
don't think, like, again, let's make this very clear. Me and Lozzie are not friends. I don't think Lozzie should be sat here having to defend Baz, though. I think Baz.
No, I agree.
I know
I agree
Baz
with
should
you.
be big enough for
I agree with you. My point is that if you are still if you've got in another group chat with either Baz or Sausage on either
I
side,
don't.
right, I would strongly recommend that you don't, because Baz knows who's done it. I'm telling you now, because there's no way that he doesn't. And I'm telling you now, there's no way he doesn't know who gave it to him.
Well, I don't know, Fraser. Like I said, that's not. I found out who it was. I found out who had done it. I went on live, said how fucking vile, disgusting it was. I ran a live for 3 hours about how vile and disgusting it was. Like, there's not much more I can do than that. I said in the chat that it was weird, it was disgusting. Who the fuck has been watching that? I don't know what more I could have done in that situation than what I
Is that
already
Carrie in
did.
here, the one who made the chat? Because she made the group chat, no?
I don't know if she was just admin and she could delete it or she could get rid of it. I really don't know. I wasn't in that chat long.
That's the bit that's questioning me is how come all of a sudden the group chat's disappeared?
No, because people was leaving. And I didn't get to that part, but people was leaving saying that's fucking disgusting. And then you just saw everyone leaving the chat because of what
Yeah,
had
so if
happened.
people leave in the group chat, if anybody can still get into it, the group chat would still be there for people to see. I've left many group chats and I can still go back and see everything that's been said at the point till I've left.
Yeah, but I've just shown you, Auntie Gigi. I don't know why it's all not there. I've just shown you literally in
But
front of your
someone's
eyes.
gone in
It's
and
not
deleted
there
it
for us
all.
all. I don't know what's happened to it. I don't have the answer for that.
Someone
But
said
I've shown you it in front of your
someone
eyes.
said Sausage made a chat and added everyone in.
No, I'm not saying that's not his fault. I'm saying whoever's the person that's gone in and deleted it, what have you got to hide? Because why?
I
is it-
just think for the whole sake, Gigi, of Lozzie and the Laura beef, whether they want to admit to it or not, is that the whole point I think is the best bit is Lozzie showing that she shut it down, because then that way this whole Laura Lozzie thing doesn't need to keep going on. It doesn't need to be the Laura Lozzie. Because
I haven't seen nobody shutting anything down.
everyone is going at Lozzie and everyone's going at Laura about it, whatever. But the main problem is Baz and Sausage started this shit, and it's the same two people now fucking arguing because of them. And it's wrong.
But Gigi, you may not have seen anyone calling it out. I can guarantee you everybody was calling it out. But you may not have seen that. But have you seen me saying anything bad about anybody's uncle? Have you seen me talking about anybody's uncle? Have you seen me chatting about people's funerals, laughing at anything? You haven't, because it doesn't exist in there. I promise you, it doesn't exist.
No,
It's
there
not
was none.
fucking
There was
there.
nothing. There's no laughing. But look, in all honesty, like I said, if you, whatever way you looked at it, the sad scenario is that you're all sat in a group chat, 22, and I don't think if Sausage hadn't brought it to light, I don't think that anybody else would have brought it to the
But I do also believe Sausage didn't bring that with good intent. Sausage didn't do that to look
She came
good.
in last week and I had to say, I don't just want to keep going and going at the girl because she's not the only one in the wrong here.
100%, but is everyone still sitting with Baz or what? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, well, yeah, I would assume so. Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy how people can still support a man who was fucking filmed a funeral and passed a funeral on to somebody. Crazy how this app's defending that. Crazy how some people saying Baz is innocent.
Laura, I didn't say that I don't speak on you. I said I had to respond to the things you said about me. At no point did I say I don't speak on you. I said I
People
speak about
still
you. and
defending that
saying
man.
stuff about
And
me.
what's this man got on people that they're still defending him? Baz is innocent.
I'm
Baz
not
is
defending
innocent.
anyone. I'm just telling you
Yeah,
exactly what
but this
happened.
man has gone and shared someone's funeral before the man's even in the grave.
Can I ask you a question, Lozzie?
Yeah.
What would
Baz will never
what would
come near.
actually stop you and Laura recording, talking about each other? What would stop it?
Well, if she's not speaking, I've for the past 5 lives that she's done, I've been spoken about. So if they weren't there, I wouldn't have had.
You had him in your box today. I didn't have Baz in my box today.
No, he came in mine to explain.
Oh, yeah, he'll go into losses, but he'll never come into my box because he knows I'm a new asshole. Because I can't stand him. I'm not going to lie.
Can I just quickly say something, Gigi, before I drop?
Yeah.
So you remember a few weeks ago, in Lozzie's or Laura's or something, when me and you tried to sort it out, said you don't speak on her, and Laura, and I'll get Laura to down every live of hers since that day, till the funeral thing happened. She did not speak on Lozzie, but Lozzie said, I'm not gonna stop speaking about a Lozzie, and you download your live if you didn't say that.
Right.
So you said you will not stop talking about Laura, and I will get Laura to download.
I'm not going to do it on your
every
demand,
fucking
Top Girl. That's what I'm not
I'm
going
not
to
finished
do.
speaking. I'm not finished speaking. And you said you will not stop talking about Laura. So Lozzie will never ever stop this argument because this is her content. Okay, bye.
Yeah, no, Top Girl, I just don't stop when you ask me to stop. If I feel like I've got something to say, I'm going to say it, and nobody's going to tell me that I'm not.
That's whatever you choose to do.
Exactly.
You must be absolutely exhausted from.
Are people not tired?
Not really, because I put this phone down and then I crack on with my day. Like it's not. I don't take this with me. I don't hold this chip on my shoulder when I'm walking around doing my shopping at Asda and Tesco. Like I just get on with my day. It doesn't affect me. I just prove myself and that's it. And I'm going to continue to prove myself if I need to. I'm not a fucking
the
liar.
fact that Baz is obviously friends with somebody who has a court case with somebody else, yeah, and he's consistently making this worse in the background. If that was my fucking friend constantly causing shit for me whilst I got a court case against someone, I wouldn't be their friend no more. I would not be their friend no more.
Laura, whether you said up to the funeral, whether you mentioned me or not, the fact is that you did mention me, so then I had something to play back and respond to, right? It doesn't matter if you didn't speak about me for however long. Facts.
So is this your content just going at Laura then?
No, it's not my content. I'm not. I'm not asked about this app. I don't plan on having some platform and I need this content and that content. It is what it is at the time. Like I'm not really bothered.
I'm not saying Laura's innocent because I've had to go.
Yeah, of course not. No, we all know.
Nobody's innocent.
Listen, guys. Honestly, whatever way this is, the truth of the matter is that obviously Lozzie has been.
Thank you.
Come up, right, and appreciate coming up and apologise if you feel how you felt earlier on.
Not 3-on-1 at all.
You know what I mean? But at the same token, when everything is coming out and it seems
really
more directed at one person, when there's 22 people, and currently you're the only person that's really shown anything of it, when those other people haven't done anything else. Baz is hiding. I'll be honest with you, right? And then you've got Sausage that obviously has shared it as well. When you're the only person and you're the one going live talking about the scenario and situation, right? I think that's when it comes in, and that's why there's that thing that comes back onto you.
But I think the others probably just don't care to prove themselves. They know that they did right by them, and that's all that matters to them. Whereas I'm different.
Baz, if you're in here, get in the box.
But Lozzie, do you not think you've been put on
Why
the
is Lozzie here taking the phone
not-
off one of you lot?
I didn't know.
Who shared it?
Lozzie, can I suggest that you screenshot the proof where you were outraged?
Yeah.
And put it as where you are, right? Okay. And then people can see it from there. And then
I did show it on my live the other day, and it wasn't good enough because it was screenshot. So I had to share. Then everyone was like, "Well, that's just a screenshot." So I did.
Yeah,
share
but you're
it.
always
So I'll
you're
show it
always
again.
going to get that, because I don't believe that any of those people that are in there would have. There wasn't really what I would call a level of outrage to a funeral being recorded and shared.
Well, I mean, it
Wasn't
depends how
really,
you
was
want to
it?
determine outrage, isn't it? Like, to me, calling something out and
Okay.
how you're feeling is where the outrage
So
is. Like,
let's do a comparison. Do you think people would have been more outraged had it have been somebody else?
say that again, mate. Sorry.
Do you think people would have been more outraged if it was, for example, if it was Court's family's funeral member? Do you think they'd be more outraged then?
I don't know. I can't speak for other people. I can speak
I
for me,
believe
and I
there
would
would
feel
be.
the same at anybody.
I believe there would be. 100% there would be. And I think that's the craziest thing about it. I think that is the craziest thing about it. And this isn't, and let's remember, this guy that passed away, rest his soul, was actually nothing to do with TikTok. He was not, he was a relative, and that was used. And the outrage should be the fact that somebody would even do that, and the outrage should be at that level had it been anybody else.
Because
Well,
I think
Dave Fraser, there was no outrage when things like that was done about me on her live. Nobody was outraged. In fact, nobody even fucking spoke about it. So,
What,
you know,
did
if
they
you
put
want to talk
female
about
up-
fair,
did
this
they
app
put
isn't
female-
fair, is it? This app
Was-
isn't fair, is it? She was okay to speak about my family and my dead mother the way she did. Nobody fucking
What-
said it was outraged then. Nobody, she didn't have to get up her screenshots and
You're
show
right.
how
You're
people were.
right. Listen.
I called her out for that. I said it was a scummy thing to do.
Yeah, but where's the outrage? Where's the outrage? Nobody was outraged with her.
That
But
wasn't
I was
outrage.
outraged.
I said to her, that's a scummy thing to do, to talk about a dead relative. I said there was outrage. Lauren, if you spoke
Personal family business.
Lazzie, let's have this conversation calmly. No, let's have this conversation.
She's infuriating
Let's have
me.
this.
Can somebody
Let's
just
have
mute
this
her, please?
conversation calmly.
No, just wait a
JJ
sec.
has called me out multiple.
Can we just talk like two grown adults that are going to try and resolve this? Laura, if you spoke on her family, that is a sick thing.
I'm going to address this now. Can you mute her to address it? Right.
Yeah, go on.
Lazzie sent me a message. I don't want to put it up, right? Lazzie sent me a message and
Talk
she
about it in
said,
this live.
let me finish.
No,
Don't talk about my
it's just
family.
lies.
I don't want her speaking on my
You're
family.
talking about my
Do
family.
not
You're
allow
talking
her to
about my
talk
family
about
and I have a right to
again.
defend myself.
Do not allow her
You
to
are
talk about my
mentioning.
personal
Can you
family
mute her?
business
Can
in
you
this
mute her?
live.
Laura.
Indoor voices. I know everyone's upset, and this is what point you lot have got to by talking about families with each other. This is wrong on all levels. You've all spoke about each other's families, and now look where you are.
Well, I dropped them.
Look where you are now. You're upset. She's upset. Everyone's upset.
I know,
You've all
listen, I have
spoken
it. No,
to
JJ.
families.
JJ, I have a right to defend myself here, okay? She's mentioned I said about her mum. I'm going to straighten this. I can green screen what she said about her mum, right? She says when her mum was passing, she went through the worst time of her life because she was getting accused of going with the pedo Kango who mods for someone else. And that other person gave her the most hardest time and made her feel disgusting.
But you should be mentioning her family.
Let me finish. I have now said to her that I could never sit with someone like that who made me feel like that when my mum was passing. That's the only thing I have said. And that's like me sitting with her
Well, that's
now
none of your
after her
business,
speaking to
is
my
it?
uncle.
That's
But
none of your business.
Gigi, she spoke about my son and my son's case and
That's
everything
none of
else.
your business.
Again,
She
this
speaks
is
about it.
this is the hypocrisy. As soon as I do something, it's deflected. It's deflected.
Where
What bad
was
thing did I
the
say about
outrage
your
for
mum?
that? There was none.
I wasn't
There was
none.
none. When you
What
stood
bad
up
thing did I say about your mum? What bad thing
Yeah.
did I say about your
But you should have never questioned where she sits with and who's done what to where. That's on her to decide where she sits with. It's got nothing to do with you, really, Laura. Where she sits and who she still talks to, has it? So you're just mentioning her to get one up on her. None of your business where she sits with and who she sits with. Let's be honest.
And it's none of their business. My uncle died, and the fact that my uncle was put in their group chat and passed about the piece of meat on this app, and before he was even buried. That's none of it. And this happened months ago, Laddie. And I spoke about your mum months and months and months ago.
You shouldn't speak about my mother at all.
No, I don't
talk about my mother at all. Who are you?
But you speak about my family.
Laura,
You speak about mine.
When?
Laddie.
Go on.
Laddie.
You not just talk.
Laura, you had your say. Let her finish now.
Let her say just indoor
Laura,
voice.
just mute for 5 minutes.
Just have some respect.
I've got nothing more. I've got nothing more to say. I've got nothing more to say. I don't want this woman being platformed while she's speaking about my mum, while she's talking about my family.
Don't
Please,
speak about
Bring my son's up. Didn't you bring my son's case to this app?
if she talks about them,
Laddie, didn't you bring my David's case
oh my
to this
God,
app?
please shut her up.
Laura, just let her finish, then you can respond.
I'm gonna let her go, and I'm gonna let her speak to her heart's content. But what I do ask of you, Gigi, is for her not to make my sister's in the chat as well. It's fucking awful. Don't speak about my mum. Don't talk about my mother, and do not talk about my brother. That's all I'm asking. Is just speak about
I'm showing this out. I'm showing
You
this
can
out.
believe whatever you fucking want about me.
Something before I go.
Out.
Gigi, may I say something before I go? And please don't be disrespectful. Lazzie brought my son's app to this. Lazzie brought my son's story to this app.
It wasn't me.
Gigi, I'm going to say this.
Told everyone it was him. It wasn't me.
Mood her. Let me have my say and mood her. She brought my son's story to this.
Lottie, let her speak
now. She has spoke the most foulest shit on my son. She's called my son every scumbag on the app. This is what I mean about the hypocrisy on this app. It's a one rule for one and a different rule for me. It's easy on her because she's doing it. She's crying now. She has done so much shit. Do you want me to get all my lives that she's done?
No, but why
do you want me
can't
to
you
get?
just
Do you know
stop
what?
talking
Do you know what to
on
do?
people's
No,
family
Gigi. Do you know what you want to do? Do you want me to throw live and show every live that she spoke of me and my family?
No, we
What do you want me to do?
No, we don't. Shall I tell you what we want you to do? Like we said 3 weeks ago,
But I
both
haven't,
of
Gigi.
you stop. I know you did. I know you did. Both of you stop. You're saying, Lottie, you're not going to stop just what we're saying to you. But do you think we want to see a woman crying on this app? Both of you stop, and they will stop. But none of you want to stop. Laura stopped when I told her to stop talking about you. But Lottie, you didn't want to
I'm
stop.
going to drop now, but Andrea, see up until
Just
this
stop
funeral.
mentioning people's
See up until
family.
this. Gigi, see up until this funeral. Have I spoke about her?
No, I don't think you are.
And she's through lives on me every day, and I have not spoke one word. This woman actually records every live I do and replays every live I'm back, and told me she's not going to
But
stop
you know, if you two are
recording
going
my
to go
lives.
at each other, right? If you two are going to go at each other and you're not going to stop, right? Can you just not bring each other's family members into it?
110%. And this is me done. This is now with the police.
Because like, none of you really want to stop because this has been going on for months.
Listen, Gigi, look at her. Gigi, look at her profile photo. That's meant to be me.
If
But she
you're
wants
not,
to stop.
well, okay, that's just a bit of tit for tat. Come on. If you don't want to stop, if you're not going to stop, right, and you're going to go at each other, leave each other's kids and family members out of it. You two do what you want with each other at this point.
I'm going to start recording my lives and just move on and do
Stop
her
with
wee
the family
thing.
members. Just stop with the family members.
Can I
Gigi,
just respond to the allegation that she just made? I know that she thinks that I brought her son's story to the app on multiple occasions. On multiple occasions. Baz has said it was. Baz has said. Baz has said.
You put it.
Why
It
would
was
he
put in your
admit to
Discord.
something
Laura,
he didn't
let her
do?
flipping speak.
Why would he admit to something he didn't do? It wasn't me. I didn't put it on the app. I swear on my kids' lives. I had nothing to do with putting that on the app. That was not me.
I don't think
She's
it's
all
actually
crying because she
now.
thinks I did something that I didn't do, and all these things that happened to her, she just automatically assumes they're me. They're not fucking me.
I just don't
Right,
think it's
okay,
really
Lozzie,
matters.
can I say something to you then?
What's
So
that,
if that
Baz?
wasn't you and she brought, Baz again brought personal stuff to the app, why are we still protecting Baz?
I'm not protecting Baz. I'm not. I don't. He
You're
doesn't need
always saying
protecting.
in the
He
live
does
last
this
week
himself.
that Baz is innocent and laughing and
If
joking
I
about
think Baz
it
is
with
innocent
Court
about
Assassin.
something- If I think Baz is innocent about something, I'm going to say that he's innocent about something. If he's not, I'm going to call him out on his shit, like I always have. I always
Why
will.
does this always refer back to Baz?
Always Baz, isn't it?
The one denominator is Baz in all of this.
No, it's not this sausage, it's another sausage, guys.
I
For
feel
everyone,
like Baz is
everyone in the comments saying about my tears, do you know how embarrassing it is that I'm even sat here getting
No,
upset?
no,
Trust me,
it's
I don't
not
put on the
embarrassing, no.
waterworks. I'm highly embarrassed that I'm sat up here upset.
It's not embarrassing.
I'm crying
I've
on
cried
fucking
many times
TikTok.
on this app. Can you stop with the stuff in the comments about her crying? Because I've cried many times on this app. It's not embarrassing. Some people actually give a fuck and they get emotional, especially when you've got like ADHD. You get angry, then it results to tears. Just let her.
Exactly, let her cry. That's her way of getting stuff out. Like, stop fucking shaming women on the app.
Like, but
Sorry,
like, all I'm
Gigi.
gonna say is though, if you two want to go at each other, go at each other, but can you just leave family and kids out of this?
Absolutely. I don't talk about her family.
Because you're gonna go at each other regardless. Now, that's how I feel. We've been doing this for a year. You've been going at each other. So if you're gonna go at each other, it's not gonna stop. Just
Can I
leave
get
it
Laura
to
back
this
in now?
Ooh, Laura,
And it's not Bazza from Scotland, guys. We love Big Baz from Scotland. This is little rat. Sorry.
Indoor voices. Go on, Laura.
If you feel, Lizzie, if you feel upset that I've spoke on your mum, I'll apologise and say sorry. But what I'm asking you now is to move on, stop recording my lives, stop talking about me on your live. Please stop recording my lives. I have actually emailed Rewatch Live to get my lives off it, right? No, hold on a minute, Lizzie, let me finish. And you have said, Lizzie, you have actually put a statement up on your page and said that you have now someone privately recording my lives. Please stop recording my lives. There's no need for it. If I've hurt you by saying about your mum, so be it, but you've also spoken my family.
Okay, right, Laura, 1 minute. If you're going to just apologise and don't mention anything else, because it seems like it's a bit of a backtrack. You're sorry for the things you've done. Lozzie, you apologise to her.
I'm not sorry because I haven't brought up her family. The things she's accusing me of, I haven't done.
You brought my son and stuff up. You call my son a scumbag and a woman.
Can you just apologise?
Let's take family out of the equation. Okay, let's get, because we can go and say you've done this, I haven't done this, you've done this, I haven't done this. Because quite clearly, how it's affecting people is now becoming to another level that doesn't need to go. Lozzie's clearly her emotions are in heightened. Laura, her emotions are heightened over certain things. So let's fucking look at this realistically, right? Lozzie's up here, she's upset, and I understand why. Okay, we have to get to a point where you both turn around and say, right, and you both agree and make the stipulations, right, that this isn't going to happen, because this is crazy. This is absolutely fucking crazy. And like you've got Lozzie's sister.
This is what I mean. You can't apologise, but can't you just
You've got other members, family members of Laura's that will watch it. So all you're doing as grown-ass women, all of you, I'm not going to just single one person out, that it's becoming a huge tit for tat. There's a whole thing that does this shouldn't have even gone this far.
No, but listen, can I just say something before I drop down? Because my little granddaughter's just come in now, right? So, say if Lizzie start recording my lives and start replaying my lives.
This is what I mean, Laura. You
this is what needs to start. You
apologise.
can't fail here, baby. I don't want people to hear your voice. What is it?
You apologise and then you go into a but.
Yes, listen, I haven't listened, but
You're fucking apologising. You heard Lottie saying I'm not apologising for fuck all.
Gigi, Ona, I just apologised and said sorry, and she said she's not apologising. What the fuck are you doing on me here? My granddaughter's sitting beside me. Do you understand? We're grieving as a family. He's not even buried a couple of days. We're trying to grieve as a family, and you're deflecting it. I've done with you since a fucking ass. I have stopped talking on her. I've asked her to stop recording my lives and she's not doing it. Is this woman trying to push me into your fucking grave?
Right, Laura, drop down. I'm dropping you. She's getting upset.
She's getting upset. You can't apologise and then have a but this, but that.
No, I agree with that. Like, everyone's getting too fucking emotional. Like, you're all so, and emotions are valid. I get it. Emotions are valid. Everyone's allowed to cry and stuff like that. But look at what you two are doing to each other. You're both crying. Sort it fucking out.
Just say your sorries for any part you've played in this disaster of fucking a shit show for the past year, and then move the fuck on.
They don't though. Listen, I've said to Laura, don't talk about him, and they still talk about her. She's allowed to be fucking angry and she's allowed to swear.
She's allowed to be angry about what's just happened. But for this to end, she's not going to get a resolution because no one's going to own up to her filming it. No one's going to own up to the mistakes they've done. So for Laura's peace of mind and her family's peace of mind, it is a case of just drop this out now, because she's not going to get no answers that she wants. She needs to go and grieve with her family and be left alone.
And I'll be honest with you, the same side with anybody that's talking on Lozzie and shit. Otherwise, it's just going to come. It's going to get worse and worse.
Laura did apologise though. Lozzie's refusing to apologise. But Lozzie, you've made some mistakes on your part with this whole shit. Nobody's fucking wrong or right here. You've both made mistakes. This last one is crossing the fucking mark. I thought it was crossing the mark when it came to children, because that's sick as well. But then the funeral is even sicker as well.
Gigi, guess what?
What?
guess what I want to know? Sausage was on her live earlier and said, I've got loads of messages of Court Assassin asking for information on Laura. So can Sausage come up and show us the messages?
Oh, where is she? I don't fucking know. I don't want to really out this shit, mate. I'm sick of dealing with this top girl. It's been a fucking year.
I just want to know. Because obviously Court Assassin says that Laura's obsessed with her and harassing her. And I want to know, I want to see these messages.
It's been a flipping year. Didn't go from here.
Crazy.
Just thought I'd,
You know what this
Just
needs?
thought you'd stick
In there.
on
We're all invested now, yeah?
All invested, mate. It's been a
I'll tell you what
year.
I'll tell you what this really needs. It needs an actual fucking legally binding fucking contract. Right. Yeah, it needs a legally binding contract, right, where they do not talk about each other.
How do you get one of them? Because I feel like going to
They
this.
would have to. They would have to both be put on with a non-molestation.
I feel like I need to go to police myself and put this in for both of them. Because it's been a year of madness. I've been dealing with this shit for a whole fucking year. Before you came along, before I even knew TG, I've been dealing with this shit for a fucking year. I'm kind of like had enough now.
If you get a Sausage in here, ask her for their messages because I would like to see them. Anyway, love you all, bye.
Oh, yeah, you just go off now. Go off now that you've done your little pot stirring. You just fucking leave.
There needs to be something.
The fucking...
Because at the present moment in time, it's just not. It's on both
It's not
sides.
working out, is it?
Fucking crazy.
I've stepped in so many times. I've been fair on both sides, and I've tried to make them see each other's point of view, but it's just not working. I don't know what's... Now we're at the stage of somebody's funeral. Kids have been put on the app. I don't understand how it's not stopping.
It's crazy.
How are they all not sickened by this shit?
It's crazy.
Like, I'm sick of dragging this... Do you know what... I don't know why it's going to stop, guys. But
It's no longer. The thing is, we say TikTok drama. It's no longer that, man. It's
no longer drama.
It's serious, man. This is proper.
It started off with the beef.
You could hear.
You're in the same category. You're in the same
It started
category.
off with the beef. Then it started off with Laura coming to me about asking me if I could post these things about Baz because I do a live on these things because the things I saw was a bit disturbing. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. The next minute, you know, I'm entangled in this fucking shit a year later.
It's
A year
crazy.
later, I'm entangled in it still. And this all started last March. Probably before that for these lot, but for me it started last March.
It's crazy, and you can hear quite clearly here that the impact that it's having on them emotionally. Do you know what I mean?
Why do they want to bring themselves this much emotional damage? You love it, Gigi. Lily, I really don't, mate. Sometimes, because this is getting too far. When you mention kids is too far and funerals, mate, I'm crossing the line. It's sick behaviour on everyone's part. Talking about dead relatives, mate. Fucking let the dead rest. Like, people are brought to this app that don't even know that they're brought to the app. This is how sick it is. It's very unhinged, Phil. Phil, that's the only time I'm going to agree with you. But it's fucking very unhinged. We've got 1.4k we've had watching this sick behaviour. I don't get 1.4k in here when I'm playing funny videos, but as soon as you get down to the sick shit, 1.4k in here watching the sick shit.
And then you get the people Cam 2 in the sick shit.
Yeah. I know, I didn't think there was a reality of TikTok, but clearly there's a life of TikTok, you know, a fucking life of here. And people's real life families are brought into this. Can you see the hurt from both women?
It's fucking crazy.
I am funny, Phil. I am funny. Like, there's hurt on both sides. I can see where they're both upset. Where do we go from here now? Who is Cam 2 in? Apparently down with Cam 2. I'm not really asked. Cam 2.
I'll be honest with you. Like I said, unless both parties or everyone involved don't talk about it, right?
I wonder what's not going on.
And then it will still continue. It will still continue.
But that's what I mean. So people are still going to talk about it. So I'm saying, if you two want to have your beef all day long. Can you just leave the kids and the family members out of it?
You know what I mean?
Oh, Cam 2 Angie, quick. Just do as I say. Cam 2 Angie, quick. And the threats need to stop as well, Michelle. Like, they can have their online beef if they're never going to stop beefing. Have the beef. That's what I mean. If you're going to beef all day long, but leave family members that are not even on this app out of it. What's she doing? Are you Cantooing?
Well, yeah, but I don't know what's going on.
Apparently something's going down.
Oh, no, but she's really drunk.
Apparently she's saying stuff. Is she really drunk already?
Oh, she's really drunk.
Guys, if you're not all following me, can you give me a follow? I'm trying to get to 25k. And if you could mind dropping me a little heart, I'd appreciate it. If you haven't got one in already. Dan's had a permo ban. What do you mean? Thank you, guys. What do you mean he's had a permo? Is she paused like this for a reason?
No.
Oh, thank you guys for all your heart mates. The account's gone. What, Dan's main account? The one that he's just been Cantooing on it?
Oh,